So on this episode of WPL World, we're going to talk about the entire B series. Okay, as you see represented here, we got some with some upgrades here. So we'll start with the first one that they made, which it was in their early days, around 2017-18. This is the C14, also known as the B1. This came out, this was like one of the first ones they introduced. It's four-wheel. Originally, I think it had like a 130 in it. This one's got the counter-rotating gearbox in it. The B series is all leaf spring, every single one of them. They're very basic. Yeah, this one don't have a whole lot. In fact, it doesn't even have windows or any kind of window glass or anything in the windows. They are just open. Okay, and the battery compartment is there. Big open battery compartment. They have headlights. Now, they did have a regular kit version and a KM version of this that you could do. Now, like I've discussed before, this thing originally had like NiCads and non-proportional steering, like the early WPLs, but this is actually kind of a blue-gray type color. We got the exhaust there. Basically, this is a bobbed deuce and a half. If anyone's wondering exactly what this is a Bob Deuce and a half. I don't even know if they actually had this particular vehicle in the military. And so next we got this was the next one they came out with, which was the C24. This is a GUZ66, if I remember right. Don't quote me if I mess that up. Don't throw me over the coals here, people. It's another four-wheel drive one. I got the canvas top going on there. Now, where the electronics and battery are on this is you tilt up the cab, and the battery just lays right there. And you kind of tilt it down here. I usually pull forward on the cab just a little bit. Kind of lock it in place. Again, no windows. No windows on this one. This one's got headlights. This one does not have headlights in it at the moment. And then starting with now we're starting with the six-wheel drive, the six-wheeled ones. So this would have been the first one. This would have been the B16, also known to many people as the U.S. military deuce and a half. This is one of my favorites, by the way, for many reasons. See, it's got the canvas top on it. One, that's a rig I've always liked. Two, in the real truck, excuse me, it was used significantly in Vietnam. What they used to do in Vietnam is they used to fortify the sides of the truck with metal and sandbags and whatever they could come into, and they would make gun trucks out of them, which would drive around the convoys and protect them from any Viet Cong or anything that wanted to come out and like throw grenades or stuff, but shoot at the troops. And that's what they were used for. I had an uncle that served on one, and he died on one, saving other people. So he got the Purple Heart, Congressional Medal of Honor. Very, very proud of him. I never met him. He died before I was born. But that's part of the reason this rig has a meaning to it. Okay, so anyway, it's got 6x6. It's got axles. These axles are on kind of like a rocker thing here, which makes it go over terrain very realistically, which is a pretty cool feature. This is pretty much basically the six-wheeled version of the B14. It also has no windows in it as well. And so now we're moving on to one of the ones everybody likes, some of the more recent. What we've got here is the B36 series, which I'll go through. Okay, this was the original B36. It is also 6-wheel drive. Got the same setup underneath. The battery is under the hood. Okay, and this one, though, it has windows in it. And another cool feature is the doors open. This one's got opening doors. It's got this compartment in the back here with doors that open on the, got a door here that opens here on the side. It's got some stuff on top here. I'm not sure what that thing is, but it looks like probably an antenna on here. And then also in the back here, you got spare tire comes out. Okay, and you got, this is hard to open one-handed. And then you got 2 doors back here in the compartment. The compartment comes empty. I think I want to try to see if I can manage to put something in there and maybe make this like a military ambulance. This is, I forget what Russian designation these are off the top of my head. But that was the original one. Okay. And okay, so then this was the most recent one they came out with, and they teased this truck on WPL website for like 2 years. It has a missile setup on it. In fact, now you can actually buy the parts to make it move on its own, which is pretty cool. These are actually aluminum instead of plastic, which is pretty cool. It's got a lot of the same features. Doors open at 6-wheel drive. We got the spare here like some of the other ones. The battery goes in the same spot. Very, very cool. I had to get it when it came out. Okay, now for the last one. Okay, so let me explain a little story about this. So WPL came out with Mr. E1 here, which I already did a video on. And based on what the popularity was, they were going to come out with a trailer for it, is what they say. If you look on the website, on the E1, it tells you this, okay? Now, it was popular enough, and so they made this. They actually made this before the missile truck, which is the B36-2. This is the B36-3. The truck itself is a lot of the same. It has a wire here for some very, very cool features on this trailer here. And that very, very cool feature is, by the radio, you can control the ramps up and down, which is very, very cool. The trailer has no suspension, very, very hard tires. Like I said, it was meant for this. You can take this off. It's got a fifth wheel, very realistic fifth wheel setup, which is pretty cool. And it's got the lights there, no other lights anywhere else. And so this was, yeah, so the E1 here is what brought on this truck. Very cool. So I'm hoping that they might come out with some more B-series stuff. I'm sure, as you notice, some of you that know anything a little bit about military stuff, is that most of the military stuff they got here is Russian military for some reason. I don't know if it was a licensing deal or what, I don't know. I would like to see some other vehicles, types of vehicles. One that I think would be awesome if they made is what is called a Gamma Goat, which was a U.S. 6x6 made for Vietnam that was amphibious. The front half of it, you had the driver, and then you had the engine right behind the driver, which was a 3-cylinder Detroit. And then there was a section in the middle that was pivoted, and then it had like a bed in the back. Very cool. Very cool. Um, but yeah, these are pretty cool. I had to get all of them. So those, yes, this is the majority of their military stuff. So yes, these are very, very cool. These also do come in different colors. I forgot to add. The B24 comes in a blue. Also comes in a blue color. The B1 or B14 also comes in a sand yellow color, along with the B16. The rest of these trucks, I think, are only available in green, if I remember correctly. So yes, very, very cool.